The neoliberals preach personal responsibility. It is all they care about. Unless you are rich, in which case they will do everything they can to bail you out and shield you from the consequences of your actions. But what is more, the neoliberal politicians don't take any responsibility for their own actions. They are the only type of politician that openly rejects their responsibility to propagate good social outcomes. They see your fate as 100% your fault. Our policy had nothing to do with it. They say this after decimating trade unions to make workers powerless and easy to exploit. They say this after destroying affordable housing and making homelessness skyrocket. They say this after gutting welfare and making poverty rates double. They say this after allowing employers to mercilessly exploit their workers. They never take responsibility for anything. If personal responsibility is such a virtue, why should the government take no responsibility for the conditions it creates? Poverty rates, homelessness rates, workers' rights. All of this is downstream of government decision-making. These things don't fluctuate because people are more or less lazy. These things fluctuate with government policy. So take some responsibility for your actions and their consequences. It is a hugely dangerous thing. Government by people who think they owe their constituents nothing. Government by people who take no responsibility for the conditions that they create. The neoliberals wouldn't know personal responsibility if they tripped over it. They have repeatedly betrayed their constituents with deceit and donor-serving anti-worker policy, and they never faced any consequence for this gross abandonment of their duties to the people they were elected to serve. Never let them lecture you about anything. They have no values whatsoever. As far as their own decisions are concerned, they are allergic to personal responsibility. They never take responsibility for anything. And of course they don't. These people don't believe in anything. Their principles exist only insofar as they further the interests of their rich donors. It is revolting. Look at what Ronald Reagan did to the national debt. Look at what Ruth Richardson did to child poverty. Look at what Liz Truss did to the British economy. Look at what Roger Douglas did to economic inequality. Look at what Bill Clinton did to banking regulation. These neoliberal politicians did terrible things, and none of them took any responsibility for the appalling consequences of their actions. Because they never practice what they preach. They are disgusting hypocrites who don't believe in anything. Shameless servants of the rich, hiding behind a very thin veneer of intellectual respectability. We see through it.